I guess she's right. There it goes. Sir, you're right about the lighting behind me is going to be a little challenge, but that's all right. We'll do it right here. I'm not going outside. It's just cold. I'm just a weenie today. So Jim Adkins here from Adkins Results Coaching, reaching out to you today on day 6 of our 30-day workshop on positivity. So let's do this. Day 1 was showing gratitude. Now, that wasn't just a day 1 thing. That was something I wanted you to start on day 1 and continue doing for the rest of the 30 days. So did you wake up this morning? Did you show gratitude? I know sometimes it's not hard, but sometimes we need to remind ourselves that that's the first thing you're supposed to do and the last thing you're supposed to do, and things happen. So did you do it? If you didn't, take some time, go back and do it right now. Gratitude. Day 2 was change somebody else's world. When you walk around through your life in a regular day, there are a dozen opportunities at least for you to make somebody else's day. Now, it's not your responsibility for how other people feel. However, when you share the positive feelings that you can come up with a positive saying, a word, an emotion, and change somebody else's state of being at that time, it does a world of wonders, and you get it back. You really do. So that was day 2. Day 3, beautify one room in your house and declutter. We talked about that. Which room did you choose? Let me know. And how did it go? Have you done it yet? Are you waiting for the weekend? What are you waiting for? My next question, of course, or my first question is usually, did you make your bed? We'll find out, right? Not that I'm coming over. But Monday, so that day on Monday, what I asked you to do for Monday was to create a new habit. Now, that new habit could be making your bed. It could be, eating properly. It could be scheduling and prioritizing your events. I say that because time management is an illusion. Time is consistent. Time is a constant, right? We all have the same 24 hours of the day. How you use them is priority management, priority of event management. So that's something you can do as a new habit. Tuesday, which is today, and if you're kind of confused by the days, I like to give you a day in advance the next day's homework or the next day's activity. That way you can prepare yourself. So today, it was to be somebody else. Now, that's kind of a mislabeling of what actually is taking place. What I challenged you to do today was find a mentor. And listen, this mentor can be within arm's reach or it can be out of reach. I'll give you some examples. The reason I want you to find a mentor, no matter what you're doing in life, there's a chance that somebody has done something similar or exactly the same and has achieved the next step that you're looking for. Not always. Sometimes there are trailblazers who, and I'll talk about that in a minute too, but trailblazers who have a hard time finding anybody that they can mentor around. So you look for personality traits. You look at, if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for a successful entrepreneur to follow the footsteps and not do exactly the same things and become exactly the same person. But listen, if you plant the same seeds, you're bound, and you take care of the crops the same way, you're bound to reap the same harvest, right? At least in similar quantities or qualities. So if you look for somebody who has a personality trait that you admire, a personality trait or an active way of doing things, a strategy or strategy plan, and you can emulate that, you will change the course of whatever it is you're doing in one direction or the other, because that can work in both ways. But always we're looking forward, right? So find a mentor. And what I said was about being somebody else is if you want to step into the shoes of somebody else for a minute so that you can get those feelings, absolutely do it. It'll take you out of yourself. Sometimes getting outside of our own box and looking at things differently from somebody else's point of view is a good thing to do. So that was today, Tuesday. Wednesday, going forward tomorrow, we're going to talk about this for the rest of the week. Law of attraction and how it works even when you're not paying attention. The law of attraction. So tomorrow, for Wednesday, day 6, what I want you to do is take an inventory of the things you focus on. I'll tell you right now, it's happening in my life. It's and I do this fairly regularly. especially recently with the advent of all of the changes that are going on. I have allowed myself at times to get wrapped up in the rhetoric or the shoulder of the road, so to speak. You guys know what the shoulder of the road is? You've heard the expression middle of the road. You want to pick a lane and get going, and some people drive like that. And then there's the shoulder, which takes you off the road. Sometimes people look at that shoulder, live on that shoulder, and think that'd be a good place to pass somebody, or that'd be a good place to drive, period. I'm over here on this side of the road. I'm over there on that side of the road. Well, the danger of the shoulder exists not only in your automobile driving, but in your daily routines and your personal life. If you're driving on the shoulder, it could pull you in a direction you don't want to go. You're going to run into things that you don't necessarily need to see, hear, or deal with. You're going to be in a place where people that you don't want, or excuse me, things you don't want to associate with exist or live on the shoulder, off the shoulder, and outside the road. Are there beautiful things beyond the shoulder? Absolutely. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the path that we're traveling. An example of that is law of attraction, how it works when you're not paying attention, and what's happened to me. And I'll share with you, and we'll move forward with today's exercise or today's challenge. I have my hands, my feet, my whole being into several different types of industries, all pertaining to me as a singer, as a vocalist, as a martial artist, as a life coach. And those are just some of the things I've got my hands in. I can focus my efforts on one thing and move forward in all three of those areas. The one thing I can focus on is myself and why I choose to do those things. And it all boils down to singing, the coaching, and the martial arts to the people I serve. As a vocalist, I love the audience. Oh my gosh, I'm lucky. I'm doing a Journey tribute band, and come on now, Journey music. What a great thing. I do Dio stuff, Ronnie James Dio stuff. What a great crowd. And the people are incredible. As a martial artist, my students, incredible people. I've helped lead and develop some incredible black belts in the last 40 years. Incredible people. I get to meet all types of people from all walks of life. So the part of my martial arts that I love is being able to share that and watch these people grow. And it's a selfish endeavor because generally when I start feeling down, it doesn't take long for one of them to walk back in that I haven't seen in 5 or 10 or 15, 20 years and say, you know what? You and your wife changed my life by this one lesson. Or you don't know what you did for me, Sifu, and that's worth it. Always happens. Excuse me. And as far as the coaching goes, it's the same thing. You get to help people who want to change their life, who want to better their life, who are looking for tools, not somebody to motivate them every day, but tools that can help them move forward. That's what today is about, or tomorrow, Wednesday. What I want you to do is find the things within your direction that make you happy, that move you forward, that pull you, compel you to move forward in a positive manner, positive direction. That's the law of attraction. I want you to focus on those, not the day-to-day things that happen, and definitely not the people that exist on, or the things that exist on the shoulder, okay? Not the shoulder, but the shoulder. There are people in every industry, every walk of life who you will meet that will derail you, even if just for a moment. And, sometimes it's intentional. Sometimes they just don't know any better. And it's not everybody. And I've looked at this. There are people that want you to succeed and want to help you and are very friendly and forward thinking. You don't focus on them so much. I mean, you can and you should. Not really. I mean, you focus on what they've done, what they can do, and how you can learn from them, and then you move forward, right, on your own. But there's the negative people who just can't let go, and they don't grow, and they really don't want you to grow, and they don't have any intention of looking at growth in any direction, and they just they like to repeat and fumble through things that they think they already know, which bless their hearts, that may be what they truly know, and that's it. But we tend to focus on that negative stuff and how it's in our lives more than necessary. It comes in, we think we can fix it, we think we can trap, we try to rearrange it, move it on. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of energy. That's the shoulder. Get off the shoulder of the road. Get off. Drive in the middle of the road if you want to. It's your road, but try not to stay on the shoulder. So with the law of attraction, focus on the things that compel you and drive you forward. And you're going to recognize the negative bumps along the way. Don't focus on them. You need to realize at one point they're just not worth your time. It's not the best way to spend your time, and move forward. That's Wednesday. So Wednesday, tomorrow, make a list of the things that drive you forward, pull you forward. Make your why list. Why am I doing this? And if you can't come up with a compelling reason why you have an activity or something in your life or a thought or a process or a habit, you might want to look at getting rid of it. That's Wednesday. So your positivity challenge is to find the positive whys in the things that you do. If you can't find them in certain areas, don't focus on them. Set them aside for a while and move forward. I hope this helps. It's really for me today to remind me to stop putting my focus in an area where people just don't know any better. It's not you. I love you. Until next time, tomorrow, on your mark, get set.